Hi, so I want to introduce you to this material, my daily plan of work, the teacher's companion for planning a successful day. Now, I came up with this idea when I ran into some serious challenges when teachers take permission to be absent from work. I the teacher usually will move to the class to stand in for the class teacher or the assistant find it difficult to continue from where the teacher left off. So it became a serious challenge because even when the new teacher comes in, he needs to go through the previous work to understand what the, the children have done. So it becomes a difficult task because it takes a lot of time and energy for the new teacher to adjust and settle into the class. Now, also, I discovered that teachers spend so much time thinking of what to do each day. So I realized that with a simple plan like this, all they have to do is once they're done with the day's work, they can just go on to plan the following day activity without waiting till the next day. So on this simple plan, I designed in such a way that you can arrange the following day's work, the class activity, the home activity, the materials you need to teach them before a day ahead. Now, this way, you have your work planned out. All you need to do is follow the plan to execute the following day's work. So it's as simple as that. You don't need to start thinking on your feet, which will take you a lot of time, and in the process you might start missing some things here and there and start making mistakes. So with this simple plan, all you need to do is settle down, decide on the following day's work, identify the materials, the things you need to do, and make a note in this plan of work. So briefly, I'm going to walk you through the content of this plan of work and how you can go about using each page to your advantage. Now, here you have the weekly extracurricular activities. Now, let's say you are in week 1, and so what are the activities you are expected to do in week 1? So if you have any outdoor based activity, you can jot it down here. If you have any indoor based activity, you can jot it down here. If your children are supposed to go for a site exploration, you can put it down here. If they're supposed to do some school activities like color day, pajamas day, class party day, and so on, you can highlight it here. So this page affords you the opportunity to highlight any other extracurricular activities the children will be engaging within the week or the day. So you can indicate the day and jot down the extracurricular activity. So now here you have the daily plan of work where you have the week. So if you're in week 1, you write week 1. So week 1, when does week 1 start? It starts on maybe on the 16th or 17th. Then it ends when you write the end date. Then you indicate the subject. Now it's important you do this per subject. Do this per subject. So if you're offering 5 subjects, all you need to do is fill up the plan for the 5 subjects separately. So you have days, you have the topics, you have the materials you'll be using to teach the children, learning materials, or the materials you'll be using to learn. Then you have the class activities, then you have the home activity. Now the day, let's say Monday, and the topic is identifying number 1. So you can go on. So what materials do you need to identify number 1? What learning materials do they need? So you can write the materials. What is or what are the class activities the children will be engaged in? So now in this case, if it's copying of notes, tracing of numbers, or use of textbook, you can write you have a textbook. So let's say for example you have the Bridge Montessori Mathematics, you can write the Bridge Montessori Mathematics page 11. So on page, if you open the Bridge Montessori Mathematics, you see page 11 where they can do coloring, tracing of number 1. So if it's an exercise book, you write exercise book tracing of number 1. Now, if it, the same thing applies to homework. So if it is homework they are taking home, so you can go ahead and write the Bridge Montessori Mathematics textbook page. Then you indicate the page. If it's exercise book, you write the exercise. You write what they will do in the exercise book, or you write a question. Cut and paste number one, or carry out a collage on number one. So you can indicate the home activity and the class activity. Now you can do this for the 5 days of the week. Now it's important you do this on a daily basis, or you can go on and plan for a whole week. But it's important you do it on a daily basis. So before leaving school for the day, you can go on and plan. And peradventure, if you're not going to be around, you can go on and plan with your assistant that can stand in for you in your absence. Now it is very important the class teacher and the assistant take turn to plan this activity, because the class teacher is indirectly preparing the assistant too. So the assistant to also take turn to plan this activity under the guidance of the class teacher, and should be submitted to the supervisor or the head that will go through it and maybe append his comment or mark check on the plan. So after this one, now you have the end of week report. So at the end of the week, you can just come out here and write a report of how the week went, how the children learned. If there's anybody that has any learning difficulty and learning challenge, you can pen it here so that you know how to start planning for the following week. So that's basically what this material can do for you and your school. I hope you derive maximum utility from using this book. So thank you very much and enjoy this material.